hearing how you be talking about me on the commentary. I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Keep going. Hey, get a win today. Let's go.
Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. Welcome to the South Campus of Wake Tech, the South Wake Gymnasium for today's NJCAA Men's Basketball Region Clash between your Wake Tech Eagles and the Denmark Technical College Panthers. I'm just going to go ahead and say it off the top. This is a great mascot, logo, whatever you want to call it, matchup game. The Panthers have this nice blue Panther logo, and your Wake Tech has the Eagle, which in my opinion is the best logo in the NJCAA Region 10, only rivaled by the Panthers here today. So a little bit of logo clash here today. Our score bug has Wake Tech in blue and Denmark Tech in gray. It will be the opposite of the uniform color. Hopefully that doesn't cause any major watching issues. But we have the scoreboard today. Really excited about that. We're about 3.5 until we get started with starting lineups here. Head coach for your Wake Tech Eagles, Adam Wainwright, is still searching for his 100th conference victory in his career. After the Eagles have lost 2, they lost to Caldwell Tech, and they lost 92-87 to USC Salkehatchie, where 5 players scored in double figures. So that was a tough loss for the Eagles, hoping to bounce back with a win today. For Denmark Tech, they are 5-7 overall at 0-3 in NJCAA Region 10 play. Their leading scorer is number 2, William Olden. Olden is a sophomore guard out of Columbia, South Carolina, averaging 13.6 points per game. The last 3 games for the Panthers, they lost all 3. They lost 122-73 to Gaston. That's the most recent. Correction, that's the third most recent. 83-82 to Richard Bland and a nail biter, and 102-85 against Cape Fear Community College. That was their most recent game. The Panthers are in 8th in the Region 10, and Wake Tech sits in 6th with a 2-2 Region 10 record. Leading scorers for Wake Tech, it's Andrew Navarro at 15.4 points per game. Saquon Harris at 14.8 points per game. We hope he plays tonight. He did not play in the USC Salkehatchie game. Tequan Holly has 11.4 points per game, and BJ Solomon has 9 points per game. Jaden Shepard leads the team with 7.4 rebounds per game. So that's our quick pregame today. Wake Tech comes into this game at 10-8 overall and 2-2 in conference action. Again, Adam Wainwright is searching for his 100th conference career victory today. So hopefully he can get that here against Denmark Tech Community College. Denmark Tech College. We're about a minute away from starting lineups presented to you by Aaron Preston. So we'll get lineups from Preston, and we'll be back with the start of today's game. Wake Tech versus Denmark Technical College. Eagles versus Panthers. Stay tuned for game action here soon.
Good afternoon, ladies and and gentlemen, and welcome to the Southern Wake campus of Wake Tech Community College for today's NJCAA Region 10 men's basketball game featuring the Panthers from Denmark Tech and your Wake Tech Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able and remove your caps as we honor the United States of America with the play of our national anthem. And now let's meet the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First for the visiting Panthers from Denmark Tech. Starting at guard, number 2, William Olden. At guard, number 3, Jamarius Williams. At guard, number 4, James Watson. At forward, number 10, Demetrius Sutton. And at forward, number 12, Riley Durant. The head coach of the Panthers is Hercules Davis Jr. And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, get on your feet. It's time to be the sprinting minute for your Wake Tech Eagles! At guard, a sophomore from Newport, North Carolina, number 3, Charles Masaka. At forward, a sophomore from Track, North Carolina, number 4, T1 Holly. At guard, a sophomore from Jacksonville, North Carolina, number 12, Andrew DeParo. At guard, a freshman from Lumberton, North Carolina, number 13, Jaden Shepherd. At guard, a freshman from Jacksonville, North Carolina, number 35, T.J. Charles. The assistant coaches for Wake Tech are Cavell Wright, Nick Johnson, Brandon Solomon, and Sean Tate. And the head coach for your Eagles in his 9th season is Adam Wainwright.
Welcome back here to the South Gymnasium. You just heard Aaron do the starting lineups. Charles Mathak and Tequan Holly, Andrew Navarro, Jaden Shepard, and DJ Charles for the Eagles. For Denmark, it's William Olden, Demarius Williams, James Watson, Demetrius Sutton, and Riley Durant. The Panthers are coached by Hercules Davis Jr., and Wake Tech is coached by Adam Wainwright. All zeros here. It will be Durant on the jump against Holly. And Shepard controls the tip-off, and we're off and running here at the South Campus Gymnasium. Mathaka with it. Mathaka over to Holly. Holly swings it to Mathaka. Mathaka stonewalled by Watson, going into Shepard and scoring. Shepard puts Wake Tech on the board.
Jaden Shepard.
Wake Tech traps early. The Panthers able to dribble out of it. That's Watson. Watson swings it over to Olden, the leading scorer. Back to Olden. A little give and go between Watson and Olden. Stretch pass to Williams. Olden steps up for a deep jumper and hits it. 2 points for Olden. Count it and give him one extra.
Foul is on number 3, Charles Mathaka. That is his first personal, team first.
Mathaka picks up his first. Olden to the
Number 2,
line.
William Olden to the line for the Panthers.
Olden shooting 86.3% from the free throw line this season for the Panthers. And he makes it. So he completes the old-fashioned three-point play. Denmark Tech College leads 3-2 after 2 possessions. Tequan Holly has it up top. Holly looking for Navarro. He gets it to him. Navarro, NBA range 3. Too strong. It's coming back toward us. It'll be corralled by the Panthers. And on the other end, they put it in for 2. That was Riley Durant. 5-2 early stages. Mathaka driving all the way and scoring through contact.
Charles Mathaka.
Demetrius Sutton will hand it off to James Watson. Watson swings it back up top to Olden. Down low driving now is Sutton. Kicks it, Olden. The 3 from Williams. Nothing but nylon for Jamarius Williams. Navarro baseline drive, had it knocked away. Panthers on the fast break. Olden goes all alone, but it's stripped away by Mathaka. Good defensive play from him. 8-4 Denmark Tech College leads Wake Tech early stages. Big shout out to our camera operator today. Our camera operators always do great work, so we appreciate them. They get it in down low. That is Durant, who is fouled.
Offensive foul.
And it's going to be a reach around by Durant. Kind of wrapped around before making the basket. So 8-4, Wake Tech basketball. Tequan Holly. Holly keeps his dribble, passes it off to Shepard. Shepard quickly double team. They swing it. High side Mathaka. Long pass. Elevating a Shepard for the catch. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Holly with 1 to shoot. Rolls it in. The pass is Sutton. Sutton bumped by DJ Charles. Charles getting a start this afternoon for the Eagles.
Number 35, DJ Charles. That is his first personal team, second.
Again, this is a doubleheader here today. We have men's basketball action here, and then women's basketball follows. The Wake Tech Eagles take on Fayetteville Tech Community College. The 3 doesn't go. Rebound Navarro. Navarro Charles, the score is 8-4 here. Denmark Tech leads Wake Tech with 16:56 and counting to go in this first half. Another steal for Denmark Tech. And that goes out of bounds.
The Panthers will have possession.
As it's going to be Denmark Tech's ball. 8-4 here, 16:46 left to go in the first half. The pass, miscommunication from James Watson, and Wake Tech takes it the other way. Navarro for 2, cuts the lead to 2. 8-6, Denmark Tech leads. Navarro with a good layup. Wasn't able to hit the deep three early, but found the lane, drove, and scored. And we're back in action here with the scoreboard. Big thank you to Brett Rutherford for his help with that. 8-6 here. You see it. 8-8. You see it on the scoreboard here. All tied at 8. The drive. It'll be a jump ball forced by Navarro.
Jump ball is called.
Possession arrow will go to the Eagles. 8-all, 16-12 in the first half. Masaka will bring up the ball for Wake Tech. 8-all, 16:07 to go. No team's really found a rhythm. A lot of Denmark Tech's been able to get a couple turnovers early. Masaka all alone dishes it off to Shepard. Shepard back to Navarro. Now Charles in the corner. Good passing from the Eagles. Holly has it with 3 to shoot. Holly's got to elevate. He does. Puts it up and in off the window. Nifty left-handed layup to give Wake Tech the lead at 10-8. So that's going to bring us to our first media timeout. We'll take it with them. Stay tuned.
Media timeout.
What you know about rolling down in the deep when you
Emerge Ortho is the premier orthopedic specialty practice in the region, offering 16 orthopedic urgent cares throughout the Greater Triangle. James wants it.
Ten all here after the layup from Denmark Tech out of the media timeout. Pass intercepted momentarily. Charles comes up with it. Holly. Navarro. Thought about a 3, dribbled in, takes a mid-range jumper. Rebound goes to DJ Charles, puts it back up, misses. Out of bounds. Wake Tech basketball, 10 all here. The good layup out of the timeout for the Panthers was number 4, James Watson. Was able to kiss it off the glass for 2. Shamel Baker in, the little lob to Shepard, and he scored. Shepard gives Wake Tech the 12-10 advantage with 14:38 and counting in this first half. Watson swings it over. Olden. The 3 doesn't fall for Williams. Jamarius Williams, who hit one earlier from that same spot, just had it bounce off the iron. In for the Eagles is Saquon Harris. Good to see him back. He missed the Salkehatchie game. So good to see one of Wake Tech's leading scorers back on the floor. Olden sizing up 2 defenders, swings a pass into Williams. Williams back out, and the three falls for Watson. James Watson all alone in the corner made Wake Tech pay. Shamel Baker in the game for the Eagles. Baker gets it to Navarro. Shepard straightaway triple. Give it to him. 15-13. Eagles lead. Watson over. Gets it back. Swings it over. The jumper doesn't fall for Demetrius Sutton. Wake Tech gets the rebound and goes the other way. Harris spinning. Trying to spin through a defender. Instead steps. Does not step in the line. Is fouled in the process of getting to the basket. So be on the floor. Foul goes against Sutton.
Panthers foul is on number 10.
Ethan Reed in the game for the first time for Wake Tech.
Second.
Reed, a freshman forward, 6'3" from Raleigh, North Carolina, attended Southeast Raleigh High School. They get it in down low, up and in for 2 and 1. Give it to him, Shepard. Has a chance at 3 points the old-fashioned way.
His first personal, team third. Number 13, Jacob Shepard to the line.
Wake Tech leads 17-13 here, 13-25. Shepard at the line. Shepard for 1, buries it. And it's 18-13, 5-point advantage for the Eagles. Now Olden needs to get going for the Panthers. He's their leading scorer. Been a bit quiet here tonight. That one hits off the back heel of Baker and out of bounds. So it will be Denmark Tech ball with 13-12. They get it in quickly to James Watson. Watson, high pass back to Olden. Olden driving into Baker, and he will draw the contact and the foul.
Eagles foul is on number 1, Shamel Baker. That is his first personal, team third.
Baker picks up his first, team's third. Panthers trying to get it in. They finally do. That one falls to Watson. Now, Jamarius Williams almost lost the handle, but got it back to Watson. Watson for the 3. Missed it short. Rebound goes to Shamel Baker of the Eagles, and he will start the break. Harris, big steps, but it's taken away by Watson. Now down the other way, the layup doesn't go. Picked up, you know who, it's Watson. Watson back to Olden. Olden was fouled in the process. That's going to be against Baker. Picks up
Eagles
2 quick
foul is
ones.
on number 1, Shamel Baker. That is his second personal, team fourth.
Baker picks up his second. Team's 4th foul of the half. And it's going to be Watson who steps out of bounds on the baseline. Turnover, Wake Tech ball. Checking into the game for Denmark Tech is number 11, Damon Jr. He's a freshman guard, 6'1", from Charleston, South Carolina. If you haven't visited Charleston, South Carolina, I recommend it. It's a fun place. Cool place to be. Great beach area. College town as well. Dequan Holly has it up top for the Eagles. Holly Harris. Harris elevating for the triple. Buries it.
Point basket by Saquon Harris.
Harris gives Wake Tech 3 more, and they're up by 8, 21-13. Holden elevates for 2 and connects.
William Holden.
Baker to bring it up the floor for the Eagles. Harris stepping into another 3. That one off the mark, a little strong. Holly rebound and put back, no. Holly another rebound. Back to Harris. Harris down low. Harris spinning and scoring. Nice little sidestep in the paint for Saquon Harris for 2. Looks like Trey Manhertz and DJ Solomon are waiting for the next dead ball to check in for Wake Tech. Olden dribbling in. Passes it off. The shot from Durant. Blocked from behind, but it is a foul. It looks like Olden took a foot down low, and he's in a little pain.
Eagles foul is
You
on
never like to see that.
Tequan Holly, his first personal, team fifth.
We hope
Time on
that
the floor.
William Olden is okay, and we'll take a media timeout as Olden gets some medical.
Fans, don't forget to check out our concession
Gets a
stand
breather.
located in the main lobby.
Our next game for Wake Tech men's basketball is Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, January 28th at 6 p.m., where the Eagles will host Cape Fear Community College. Team they played their first game of the season and lost that one, so it'll be good to see how the Eagles can fare at home against Cape Fear Community College. Again, it's a doubleheader here today. Stay tuned for women's basketball after this. It is 23-15. Wake Tech leads early stages. First half. We'll be right back after the media timeout. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to South Gymnasium of Wake Tech, where our score is 23 Wake Tech, 15 Denmark Tech. At the line is number 12, Riley Durant. He's shooting 88.2% from the line this season on 15-17. So he is a good shooter from the line. As he rolls the first one home, checking in for the first time for Wake Tech is number 21, Chris Harris. So it's Harris, Reed, Manhurts in the game, as well as Solomon for Wake Tech. Durant makes them both, getting Denmark Tech to 17. Chris Harris has it. Harris to Reed. Reed back to Harris. Approaching 11 minutes to go in this first half. Saquon Harris driving up and off the window. Count it. Damon Jr. has it on the corner for the Panthers. Jr. back over to Olden. Olden driving and will be fouled. Good to see Olden back in the game. He is taking some hard contact as he drives in the lane each time. This time he'll be rewarded with 2 shots. Saquon Harris picks up his first, team 6th foul. Olden to shoot 2. He's at 86.3% this season with 44 made free throws. As he makes the first. I'm a little under the weather here still today. That's why I missed Wednesday's women's game. But hopefully I'm still audible in a pleasant way, but apologies about the minor setback of a cold. As Olden makes both here, and now Wake Tech leads by 6, 25-19. Harris to Harris, that was Chris to Saquon. Saquon Harris elevates the long 3. Nothing but nylon for Harris.
Point basket by Saquon Harris.
Olden the other way. Olden over to Sutton. Sutton can't find it. The pass coming toward us. And we're going to backcourt call against the Panthers. So it's Wake Tech ball after the turnover. 28-19. Wake Tech leads. B.J. Solomon with his first touch of the game. Chris Harris, Saquon Harris. Saquon for another 3. That one off the mark. Rebound falls to Jamarius Williams. The Panthers push the pace. In low. The shot blocked by Manhertz. It'll be Chris Harris to start the fast break. Foul against Demetrius Sutton. That will be the fourth foul against Denmark Tech.
Demetrius Sutton, that is his second personal, team fourth.
Checking back in the game for the Panthers is James Watson. Again, what's at stake in this game is head coach Adam Wainwright is searching for his 100th career NJCAA Region 10 victory as Ethan Reed takes a three. That one doesn't go. The putback, no good. Harris, all one for two, will put that one home. 30-19, 11-point lead for the home Eagles. The three from Williams falls. A lot of threes here from both sides of this game so far. Chris Harris has only joined the party and will. It's raining threes here in the South Gymnasium of Wake Tech. Riley Durant back over to Olden. Olden swings it. A three. No good. That was Junior. Rebound falls to the Panthers. Olden going inside for two, and he hits. Great play. 1-2 play there from William Olden and Jamarius Williams. Chris Harris looking for a screen. We'll get it. Harris over to Reed. Reed to Chris Harris. Chris Harris driving. Good defense from the Panthers on the possession. Manhertz driving in, elevating. Can't score. Rebound goes to Durant. 33-24, Wake Tech leads. We're at the 8-minute mark of the first half. Now Durant for two. He misses that one on the right side. Rebound falls to Manhertz. Manhertz will get it to Saquon Harris. Saquon Harris driving in. Up and off the window. No good. Rebound is Williams. Williams will take it the other way for Denmark Tech. Williams over to Junior. Junior back to Olden. The three on the other end is good for James Watson. Watson connects on the three to trim the lead to 6 for Wake Tech. Chris Harris. Harris to Reed, and we got a player down. The three from Harris. Saquon Harris doesn't go. Put back no good. Solomon with it. Solomon kicks it back out for Chris Harris. Harris driving in, up, and that's going to be a charge against Chris Harris. Offensive foul. And we're going to go immediate timeout. It'll be a hockey substitution for Wake Tech as they have 4.
No foul shots. Timeout on the floor. Media timeout.
They have 4 players checking in after the media timeout. At the media, at the under 8, is Wake Tech 33, Denmark Tech 27. Stay tuned here for the next. More action after the media timeout.
For a new or used vehicle.
Welcome back here after the offensive foul. It is Panthers ball. Good charge drawn there. And it will be Chase Beasley in the game for the first time for the Panthers, number 14. He's a freshman guard out of Augusta, Georgia. It's Williams with the ball. Jamarius Williams trying to find space. Williams swings it back over to Olden. Olden, kick pass in, and the layup is good by Durant. Mathaka pass over to Shepard. Shepard into Charles. DJ Charles spinning all over two, and he rolls it in. Charles bucket extends Wake Tech's lead back to 6, 35-29. Olden at the top of the key kicks it over. Navarro out of his shoes. The knockdown jumper goes for Beasley. Mathaka wanting to take a three, does, misses it. Rebound falls to Charles. His putback too strong, and it goes to Olden. Olden over to Williams. Jamarius Williams can't get the layup to go. He gets his own rebound, though. Williams kicks it back. Over, that's Watson. Watson, Olden. And Durant for another two. He scores. Now the lead, only two for the Eagles, 35-33. DJ Charles taking a three from the elbow. Rolls off the iron. Corralled by James Watson. Watson trying to get past Mathaka. A little bump. Side step. Step back three. Nails it.
By James Watson.
That gives Denmark Tech the lead, 36-35, with under 5 to go here in the first half. DJ Charles backing down defender. His shot doesn't fall. Out of bounds, last touch.
In for your Eagles, number 25,
By Wake Tech. Trey Manhertz in the game for Wake Tech. Denmark Tech leads. (36-35). The three from Olden goes. The three-pointer has been the difference in this game so far for Denmark Tech. And Wake Tech's been hanging around with it, but hasn't been able to make as many. It's going to be a foul
Panthers foul is on number
against
2,
William Olden. We'll pick up a second personal, and it will be Mathaka to the line shooting 2. Mathaka with 7.9 points per game. Mathaka misses the first one. Shooting 69% from the charity stripe with 40 made free throws coming into today's contest. Mathaka makes the second one. Cutting the Eagle deficit to 3, 39-36. Beasley, high pass over to Watson. Watson to Durant. Durant back to Watson. They swing it to Olden. Olden one more time. The three doesn't fall for Williams, who had some contact as well. Tequan Holly with the ball for Wake Tech. Holly swings a pass to Mathaka. Mathaka elevates for two. Too short. Goes out of bounds. Panthers basketball. And we'll go to media timeout. Demetrius Sutton will check in for the Panthers. Media timeout. Our score, Denmark Tech 39, Wake Tech 36, and 3:49 left to go in this first half. Stay tuned for more first half action in about a minute. We'll be right back. Welcome back here where Denmark Tech leads Wake Tech 39-36 with 3:49 to go in the first half. It's been all about the three ball. I'll get the stats from the book at the break, but I know Denmark Tech's made at least 4 and Wake Tech's matched that. I think Denmark Tech is more like 6 threes made where Wake Tech's at 4. We'll see where it ends up at the end of 1. Still 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this first half. They swing it over to Watson. Watson back Olden for 3. Hits it! And no chance at a 4-point play.
Eagles foul is on number 13, James Shepard. That is his first personal teammate. Number 2, William Olden to the line.
Shepard picks up his first team's 8th foul. Olden shooting 1 for a 4-point play. Unique basketball score in 1 play. Olden, give him 4. Making it a 43-36 advantage for Denmark Tech. Tequan Holly now for the Eagles. Shepard, a little handoff now back to Holly. Holly elevates for 2 and hits nothing but nylon. 43-38. Mathaka drew the charge against Olden. Good positioning from Charles Mathaka.
That is his third personal, team 6th.
William Olden picks up his 3rd. That's a big foul there. That's one you can't really give there if you're Olden. You know you're the best player on your team when you pick up 3 with under 3 to go in this first half. Score 43-38. Denmark Tech leads. Shepard driving, kicks it to Manhurts. Manhurts down low into Shepard, and that's 2 points. The head coach for the Panthers is Hercules Davis Jr., assisted by Latrice Deloach. 14 to shoot, 13 to shoot for the Panthers. They get it back out to Williams. Williams getting past Navarro, kicks it over to Junior with 5-4, and they put it up and in. That's Junior for 2. 5-point lead for Denmark Tech. Tequan Holly driving all the way up and in. It's a back and forth game here at the South Gym of Wake Tech. Williams into Sutton. Sutton corrals it up and in off the window. That's for 2. 47-42. Holly, Manhurts. Manhurts in the corner. Trey Manhurts elevating for 2. Rebound falls to Sutton. And Sutton gets it over. Little teardrop. Doesn't go for Junior. Rebound Sutton. He puts it up no good. Manhurts will corral the rebound for Wake Tech. It's Mathaka to bring it up. Just over a minute to play in this first half. It's been a whirlwind of first half. Navarro, corner 3. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound is James Watson. Watson will take it up the floor for the Panthers. Long pass over to Junior into Sutton. Sutton had it taken away by Manhurts, but he corralled it. Jamarius Williams, the 2 from Watson rather, and he's bumped and he will be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Eagles foul is on number 25, Trey Manhurts. That is his first personal, team 9th. Number 4, James Watson.
Watson shooting 50% from the charity stripe this year, 4 of 8. Make it 5 of 9, so that will help his percentages. Holly will check out of the game. Saquon Harris back in the game for the Eagles. Again, Wake Tech wearing gray with their dark blue trim, and Denmark Tech in the royal blue, if you want to call it that, as it's the second free throw is missed from Watson. Mathaka has it. Mathaka, Saquon Harris. Saquon Harris driving. Up and in.
Saquon
If you can do that well, why not do it every time? 48-44, Denmark Tech leads Wake Tech with 30 seconds to go here in the first half. They get the pass over to Beasley. Beasley trying to get past Navarro. Can't. Good defense from Andrew Navarro. Beasley swings it to Junior. He gets it back. Beasley steps into a three and hits it. Chase Beasley for three. That's kind of been the whole half for the Panthers, but on the other end, it'll be a foul against Watson as Saquon Harris spun into him. Watson picks up his first, team seventh of the half with 10.5 seconds to go in this first half. It will be Harris at the line to shoot two.
Harris to the line for your Eagles, shooting 1 and 1.
Correction, Saquon Harris shooting 1 and 1 with 7 fouls against Denmark Tech. That's correction there. My apologies. Harris for the 1 and 1. He makes the first, he'll get 2. In the end, I was right. Saquon Harris shooting 74.4% from the line with 58 made free throws. This will get him to 60 on the season. Give him 60 from the charity stripe. 7 seconds. Watson going in. Watson at the buzzer. No good. Van Hertz as Shepard actually at the buzzer. Misses that one. That'll be it. At the half, Denmark Tech leading 51. Wake Tech has 46. So a 5-point advantage for the Panthers after one half. It was all the three ball for the Panthers. It was really their good start. They created some turnovers in the opening 5 minutes, and they also hit from beyond the arc, and that scoring success from deep continued throughout the whole half. And that's really the difference in this one. Wake Tech with some good offense early. Good offense when they can get in the paint. Made a couple threes, but not as many as Denmark Tech did. And then some turnovers hurt the Eagles as well. But at the break, it is Denmark Tech 51, Wake Tech 46. We'll take a 14-minute and 40-second break and be back with second half action and first half leading scores. After this, stay tuned. Welcome back here to the South Campus Gymnasium of Wake Tech, where we're just about set to get started with the second half of this men's basketball NJCAA Region 10 action between Wake Tech and Denmark Tech. Denmark Tech leads 51-46 at the break. Leading scorers in the first half for Wake Tech, it was Saquon Harris with 16 points, and Jaden Shepard had 12. Wake Tech had 4 threes as a team. For Denmark Tech, it was William Olden who scored 16 points, and James Watson followed that with 12 points. As a team, the Panthers made 8 from deep. So that's kind of the difference in that first half. Second half action here. I'm Jonathan Hudson, a little under the weather, but glad to bring you today's contest. Olden swings a pass. Beasley can't get it. Back to Olden. Corner, and he stepped out. That was Watson who took a couple extra steps in the wrong direction and found the boundary. So 51-46, turnover, first possession, Panthers of the second half. Eagles ball, you see Mathaka with it, being guarded by Watson. Mathaka, short pass to Harris. Harris dribbles in. Harris with space. Harris lays it in. Give him 18. They skip it to Watson. Watson. Beasley back to Watson. Olden for 3. Connects. 9 threes for the Panthers. (54-48). Panthers lead. Eagles get to Holly. Holly spinning in the lane and scoring. Again, don't forget, folks, this is a doubleheader. Women's Wake Tech basketball after this against Fayetteville Tech Community College. Following this game, it'll be a 30-minute warm-up. Beasley hits the 3. 10 threes for the Panthers. They're on fire from beyond the arc. 2 for 2 to start the second half, picking it up right where they left off. It's really just something you got to, at some point, get out on the line and foul. Maybe not foul, but just contest even more. You really can't do much when a team is shooting this hot. They get it down low to Shepard, who scores. 57-52. Wake Tech hanging around, though. Olden. Beasley wide open. Will pump fake. Sky pass Watson. Watson gets past one defender. Sutton down low. Rejected by Harris. Saquon Harris says no. The other end. Mathaka. And one.
For Charles Mathaka. Panthers foul is on number 2, William Olden. That is his 4th personal. Team first of the second half. Number 3, Charles Mathaka to the line for your Eagles, shooting 1.
Mathaka at the line, shooting 1. Charles Mathaka leads the team with 60 assists on the season, scoring 7.9 points per game. And that scoring average elevates in conference play with 12. Mathaka completes the and one, and a great sequence on both ends for Wake Tech. The block from Harris to the basket and extra from Mathaka. Now Watson and Beasley as the Panthers will try to answer. Denmark Tech's lead only 2, 57-55. All alone is Durant. He puts it up and in, and it's fouled by Harris. And he'll get a chance at 3.
Basket is good in the foul. Eagles foul is on number 5, Saquon Harris. His 2nd personal, team first in the second half. Number 2, William Olden to the line for the Panthers. Correction, number 12, Marley Durant.
Durant to shoot 1 can extend the lead to 5 for the Panthers. That one rolls off the left iron. Rebound goes to Shepard. Shepard to Saquon Harris. Harris going in is fouled. Trick and the officials said, let's go with not a lot of fouls.
Panthers foul is on
There have been a
number
lot of
12,
fouls.
Durant. That is his second
I was
personal.
joking about that with the officials, and then,
Team
sometimes it is a clean game and it happens and there are not a lot of stoppages. And other
Number 5,
times,
Saquon Harris
it's a
to
lot
line
of driving in
for
the
your
paint and a lot of free
Eagles,
throws,
shooting 2.
as you've seen in this game. Tends to be either end of the spectrum. You have the drive and free throws, or you have beyond the arc from both sides, as Harris makes the first. 59-56. Harris makes them both. Cuts the deficit back to 2. They've been able to cut it to 2, but they haven't been able to cut it more than that. Jamarius Williams. High pass Watson. Watson back to Williams. Williams far side Beasley. Beasley driving. Kicks it to Durant and scoring. Riley Durant has had success in the paint the second half. He scored 6 points in the paint for the Panthers in 3 minutes. Saquon Harris, step back triple, doesn't fall. Rebound does fall to Watson. Watson had it taken away by Harris. Good offense, defense. Harris doing a lot for Wake Tech here today. He has 18 points and counting. Off the ball, it's going to be a blocking foul against the Panthers. That is Jamarius Williams.
Panthers foul is on number 14.
No,
Chase
correction, that's
That is his
Beasley.
first personal.
Chase Beasley
Team third.
picks up his first personal, team's third of the second half. Beasley with some vibrant pink shoes. Looking at everyone's sneakers here real quick, I will give Beasley the most vibrant shoes of the game. Accolade I don't give out often. Charles Mathaka has it for the Eagles. Holly elevating at the free throw line for 2. Can't connect. Sutton gets the rebound for the Panthers, and they'll get it to Watson. Watson over to Beasley. Beasley back to Watson. Thought it out of 3. Good closeout from Navarro. Now Williams. Williams kicks it. Watson down low. Durant. Durant, will he stay hot? That one, a heat check as he misses it. It's out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Panthers, and they'll get a fresh 20 on the shot clock as well. Pass into Williams. Beasley. Back to Williams. 10 to shoot. Watson with 7 to shoot. James Watson had it blocked by Harris. That's 2 blocks for Harris in the second half. And Shepard on the other end couldn't finish the layup. Beasley looking for Durant, picked off by Holly. Holly with speed. Holly will be fouled.
Panthers foul is on number 10, Demetrius Sutton. That is his third personal.
Demetrius Sutton picks up his third personal, team's fourth. That'll bring us to a media timeout. We'll take it with him here. Our score at the first media timeout of the second half is Denmark Tech 61, Wake Tech 57. Stay tuned for more second half basketball action after this. We'll be right back.
Over to our concession stand. The concession stand
Welcome back here. Welcome back here where our score is 61-57 in favor of the Denmark Tech Panthers. Saquon Harris has it. Harris to Mathaka. Mathaka dribbling in. Up, can't get it to go. Follow. Holly, yes. Now then it's Watson. Watson swings it over. Watson to Damon Jr. The long three from Beasley doesn't go. Rebounds Navarro. Navarro will take it the other way. Wake Tech trails by 2. Now they're tied. Navarro hits it from the free throw line for 2 in the tie at 61. Pass to Beasley. He almost lost it. It almost ended up towards me, but the Panthers corral it. Williams dribbling. Beasley back over. It's tapped out of bounds by Mathaka. Ball will stay with the Panthers. 5 to shoot. Watson, 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. Watson doesn't notice. 2, Watson does. Puts it up and misses it. Shot clock violation, Panthers. Turnover. We're all tied here at 61 with 14:32 to go in the second half. I'm Jonathan Hudson. Glad to bring you today's broadcast. It will be Saquon Harris to inbound it. The Panthers, who are hot from 3, making 10 so far this game, have gone a bit cold since they hit their last one. Mathaka driving all the way in, scoring!
Charles Mathaka. Timeout is called by the Panthers.
And that's going to incur a Panthers timeout as Wake Tech on a little bit of a run, and they have the lead, 63-61.
30-second timeout. Media timeout.
It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll go to media, and we will keep it here. And we'll see what we can get with some fun facts about each player.
After the conclusion of this game, stick around as your Wake Tech women's basketball team takes on Fayetteville Tech. Again, that is the conclusion of this game. Stick around. Wake Tech women's basketball taking on Fayetteville Tech. We hope that you stick around.
Some interesting facts. Trey Manhurst is the cousin to Chris Manhurst, who's in his 10th NFL season as a tight end for the Giants. Chris Harris has been an impact player for the Eagles. He's a transfer from Caldwell Tech, where he played 25 games for Caldwell and scored 67 points. And James Shepard, one of the true freshmen on the squad for Wake Tech, led his high school team to a 24th win season and was the Robeson County Player of the Year, scoring 41 points and having 25 rebounds against Purnell Sweet. So that's a little bit of player insight for Wake Tech as they're back here after the timeout. Olden over to Williams. Williams back to Olden. Olden driving in, kicks it over to Durant, who puts it in. Durant having a whale of a second half for the Panthers. All tied at 63. Mathaka all the way to the basket. Give him 2. (65-63). Wake Tech retakes the lead. Back and forth we go. Watson, Olden driving in, kicks it out to Williams. Williams into Sutton. Sutton couldn't handle the pass and it rolls out of bounds. Turnover. It'll be Wake Tech basketball with 13:23 to go in the second half. Wake Tech assistant coaches are Cavell Wright, Nick Johnson, Rod Williams, Kaishan Tate, and Brandon Solomon. Again, with the win, head coach Adam Wainwright, who you see on the sideline, will get his 100th career NJCAA Region 10 victory. The three from Harris doesn't fall. Holly collects the offensive board and will kick it out to Mathaka, who will reset with 11 to shoot. Mathaka Harris. Harris driving. Harris all the way and scores. Saquon Harris gives Wake Tech the 4-point lead, 67 to 63. It is Jamarius Williams who will bring it up for the Panthers. Williams on for three. Too strong. Rebound, Tequan Holly for Wake Tech. He will take it the other way. Tequan Holly bumped, puts it up, is fouled, and we'll have two shots.
Panthers foul is on number 4.
Watson
James
picks up
Watson. That is his second.
his
personal,
second.
team's fifth.
Team's fifth of the half.
Number 4, Tequan Holly to the line for your Eagles shooting 2.
Fouls might be a difference in this one because 5 fouls in the first half, not even 10 minutes in, is a good amount. Holly makes the first. Wake Tech only at 1 foul, so if the trend continues, Wake Tech will reach the bonus and double bonus a lot quicker than Denmark Tech will. And in a close game, free throws matter as Holly made the first. Missed the second. Rebound rolls out to Watson. Watson, outlet pass to Olden. Williams passes it. It's batted down by Navarro and out of bounds. Navarro a little quiet today offensively, but has been active on the defensive end for the Eagles. Sutton driving in. Sutton had it taken away momentarily, but Watson will get it back to Olden. Olden driving and is fouled by Holly. So it will be Panthers ball at the baseline.
Foul is on number 4, Tequan Holly, his second personal, team second.
Holly picks up his second personal, team second. It will be Olden to inbound it for the Panthers. On to Watson. Watson pulls the three and connects from the baseline.
3-point basket by James Watson.
Chris Harris calling out the play. Harris, the Caldwell Tech transfer, gets it to Navarro. Harris. Saquon Harris now has the elbow. Harris with a long three. Can't answer. Chris Harris gets the rebound. Harris to Navarro. Navarro for the NBA three. No. Chris Harris skying for another rebound. Harris thought about a three, picked up his dribble. Now he's kind of stuck. Gets it inside to Shepard. That's always a great idea. Shepard elevates. Wake Tech gets it and is fouled by Sutton. So Saquon Harris will go to the line for two. As it's a 2-point game, 68 to 66 with 11:26 left to go in the second half.
That is his fifth personal. He is fouled out of the game.
Wow, Olden just picked up his fifth. I thought that was on Sutton, but it is on Olden. And that is a development as Olden has fouled out with 11:26 to go in the second half. And with a short bench, too. That's not what you want if you're the Panthers. So we will take the media timeout. It'll be Wake Tech free throws after the media timeout. Wake Tech leads 68 to 66 over Denmark Tech. We'll be right back here after the media timeout. Stay tuned.
Saquon Harris to the line for your Eagles shooting 2.
Saquon Harris to the line to shoot 2 is 68-66. A big development in the game as Harris makes the verse. Is that the leading scorer for the Panthers, number 2, William Oden, has fouled out. He's averaging 13.6 points per game. He had 16 going into the second half, but he's fouled out with over 10 minutes to go in this one. Saquon Harris extends Wake Tech's lead to 4, making it 70-66. So who will step up for the Panthers in the absence of William Oden? Williams, Beasley. Beasley back to Williams. Jamarius Williams to Beasley. Beasley with 10 to shoot. Beasley being stymied by Navarro. He gets it back. Beasley, 4 to shoot. Beasley with the jumper. Missed it. Rebound, Saquon Harris. Harris is having a night for Wake Tech. It's going to be a foul against
Panthers foul is on number 12,
Riley Durant.
That is his 3rd personal, team 7th. Your Eagles are in the bonus, number 5.
Saquon Harris at 20 points tonight. Might have more than 20. I was trying to do the stats and call the game at the same time, points-wise. Was doing well, but I think I might have missed 1 or 2. As Harris makes another free throw. Give him 21 by my count. Harris can extend the lead to 6 with the made free throw. Again, biggest development in this game is that William Oden has fouled out as Harris makes another charity stripe basket to extend the lead to 6. 72-66. Wake Tech ahead. 10 minutes, 40 seconds left. Beasley for 3. That one falls out. Durant can't get the putback to go. Harris gets the rebound. We'll get it to Shepard. Shepard back to Harris. Saquon Harris and Chris Harris both in the game. Saquon Harris kind of one-dimensional right now, and that's going to be a charge. Offensive foul drawn by Riley Durant. Saquon Harris will pick up his 3rd personal foul. Six-point game, 10-16 and counting here at the South Campus Gymnasium of Wake Tech. Williams driving in. Williams teardrop. Yes. BJ Solomon now with the basketball for the Eagles. Solomon and Reed in the game. BJ Solomon driving. Solomon with space. We're going to get a quick foul there against Demetrius Sutton for the block.
Panthers foul is on number 10, Demetrius Sutton, his 4th personal, team 8th. Number 14, BJ Solomon to the line for your Eagles, shooting 1 and 1.
1 and 1 for Solomon and the Eagles. Checking back in the game for the Panthers is Damon Jr. As Solomon will make the first and be rewarded with the 2nd attempt. BJ Solomon shooting 65.5% from the charity stripe this season coming into today's game. As he makes both good free throws from Solomon. Makes it 74-68. 6-point lead. Durant has it up top. Durant trying to thread a pass into Williams, had it taken away. On the other end, Chris Harris scores.
Chris Harris.
76-68. Watson in the corner looking for help. Gets it to Beasley. Beasley thought about a 3. Will kick it to Williams. Williams driving, puts it up. Rebound falls to Ethan Reed. Ethan Reed to Saquon Harris. Saquon Harris is fouled.
Panthers foul is on number 14, Chase Beasley. That is his second personal, team ninth.
Chase Beasley
Your
picks up his
Eagles are in the
second,
bonus.
team's ninth.
Number 5,
Wake Tech in the
Saquon
bonus.
Harris to the line.
Saquon Harris
Your Eagles shooting 1-1.
shooting 1-1. Harris trying to add to his point total. He makes the first. Harris having an elite game here tonight. At 23 points by my count, and counting with another free throw coming to put the Eagles up by 10. Yep. Successful free throw line trip for Saquon Harris. Now Ethan Reed guarding Watson. Watson dribbled it off his foot, picked up, and that's going to be backcourt violation against the Panthers. The Eagles basketball. That was Damon Jr. who couldn't corral it. Shepard will inbound it. .24 points for Harris by my count. Reed, Chris Harris. Chris Harris down to Jaden Shepard. Shepard backing down his defender, spinning and scoring. Shepard got space, spun the other direction, and put it up in off the glass. The jumper from Junior doesn't go. Rebound and putback does for Durant.
Riley Durant.
On the other end, Harris for two. Give it to him. Harris working toward a 30-point game by my count. Here in this one, he's at 26. Wake Tech leads by 12, 82-70, approaching the 8-minute mark of the second half. Williams for three. Count it.
3-point basket by Jamarius Williams.
Ethan Reed has it for Wake Tech on the other end. Wake Tech's lead is 9, 82-73. Saquon Harris for the three. Nothing but nylon. He's on fire. 29 points for Harris. And that'll incur a timeout. We'll take the timeout with him. Saquon Harris, three extends the lead to 12, 85-73. We'll be right back with more action after this. Welcome back here to the South Gymnasium on the campus of Wake Tech, where your Wake Tech Eagles lead 85-73. Almost got hit with that one, but good catch there from Williams. After getting hit that other game, I'm paying attention more when they're at the half-court line than normal. The three from Williams doesn't fall. Rebound goes to Shepard. Wake Tech leading by 12. How did they get there? They've made more shots, created more turnovers. And it's really been the fouls from Denmark Tech. They're at 9 fouls and a half already. So Wake Tech in the bonus. But their free throw shooting has lifted them to this comeback here today as they trailed by, I believe, 5 going into the second half. Chris Harris trying to go over the top pass to Trey Manhurst. Taken away by Junior. Damon Jr. all the way. Can't get the roll. Rebound. Shepard. Reed. Ethan Reed. Too many steps.
Traveling violation. Panthers basketball.
Panthers basketball after the travel from Ethan Reed. He was just excited to try to dunk that one and then took too many steps. It happens to the best of us. Beasley now on the other end for the Panthers. High lofted pass to Watson. Watson back out. They get it into Durant. Durant out to Beasley for 3. Give it to him.
3-point basket by Chase Beasley.
Head coach Adam Wainwright unhappy after that wide open 3 from the Panthers. I can't blame him. The closeouts have been iffy in the first half. Better in the second half from the Eagles. Shepard, high pass, handled. Chris Harris to Saquon Harris. Saquon Harris at 5, elevates, and it's up and in off the window. When it's your day, it's your day. Have a day, Saquon Harris. Damon Jr., long pass Williams. Williams baseline into Durant. It's batted out of bounds by Ethan Reed. Possession will stay with the Panthers. High pass Beasley. James Watson. Beasley driving, elevating for 2, and he connects.
Chase Beasley.
87-78. Denmark Tech not going away. Wake Tech with a 9-point lead. 5:20 and counting in the second half. Chris Harris driving, kicks it. Ethan Reed 3. No, rebound. Solomon, yes. 2 points for BJ Solomon. Right place, right time. Watson being guarded by Reed. They swing it. Now Beasley thought about a 3, instead they'll dribble in. Dribbles into trouble, kicks it back out to Williams. Williams, sidestep, jumper, couldn't get it to go. Rebound goes to Harris. Reed. Chris Harris, Saquon Harris. Saquon Harris steps into a 3, misses that one. High flying rebound is Ethan Reed, but he stepped out. Turnover, Wake Tech. Basketball will go to the Panthers. Checking back in the game for the Eagles. It's Dequan Holly as Saquon Harris will take a break. For the Panthers, it's Demetrius Sutton back in the game. Panthers trail by 11 here with 4.5 to go. Wake Tech head coach Adam Wainwright looking for his 100th career conference victory. He's at 99. Beasley has it. Beasley trying to spin past the defender. Baseball pass. That one's taken away by Ethan Reed, who will go all the way to the glass and score.
Ethan Reed.
It's been a great second half performance so far from Wake Tech. They lead 91-78. You're doing all the things they've lacked kind of in the last 2 games of the struggled in the second half, and they've gotten a little bit of a gift from the Panthers in terms of the Panthers' foul situation. Solomon lost the possession. The Panthers all fighting for it. They kick it out. Williams, 3. No, that's short. Rebound, Durant. Back out. Beasley, 3. Yes.
3-point basket by Chase
The
Beasley.
3-pointer kind of making this one quasi-interesting with 3.5 to go in the second half. It's a 10-point lead for Wake Tech. Wake Tech kind of just needs to take care of business on the offensive end and keep scoring, and they won't have a problem. As Harris back out to Solomon. Solomon driving in and lays it in for 2.
PJ Solomon.
93. Wake Tech on the 100-point watch here officially. Dubbed by myself. And that's going to be a foul as Sutton spins into the lane and draws contact.
Eagles foul is on number 21, Chris Harris. That is his second personal. Team 4th.
Going to get a full timeout here. And we'll take it with them. 93-81. Wake Tech leads Denmark Tech with 2:56 left to go in the second half. It's a media timeout. We'll be back in a minute and some change. Stay tuned for the final 2:56 of this one. Wake Tech 93, Denmark Tech 81. We'll be right back.
Tech Eagles and the Fayetteville Tech Trojans. We hope that you'll stick around.
Welcome back here to the South Campus Gymnasium of Wake Tech, where the Wake Tech Eagles lead the Denmark Tech Panthers 93-81. Wake Tech trying to snap a 2-game losing streak and improve to 3-2 overall in conference play is Remitrius Sutton, who is shooting 2 from the line. Misses the first. Sutton misses both on the trip to the line. Caden Tezick in the game for Wake Tech, as well as S.J. Sorrell. But it is currently Tequan Holly getting space in the lane, elevating, and he makes the sky hook. 95-81. Eagles lead. Down low Durant, he puts it up, can't score. Nice rebound and hustle there from Holly to get it to Solomon. Solomon behind the back with speed, up, not in, put back, no. Sutton corrals the rebound for the Panthers. Sutton into Durant, Durant all alone, 2 open, and he missed it. He will be fouled on the putback attempt by B.J. Solomon.
14, B.J. Solomon. That is his first personal. Team 5th.
It's Durant at the line shooting 2. Durant rolls the first one home. Riley Riley Durant, 88.2% from the free throw line. As that one's off the mark. Rebound falls to Caden Tezick, who gets a board in the stat sheet. That pass stolen away by Durant. Durant all the way, lays it up and in. 3 points and 2 trips for Riley Durant. Tezick to S.J. Sorrell. Sorrell. Sorrell with 18 to shoot. Wake Tech leads by 11, 95-84 with a minute and a half to go. That one's on the floor. Sutton corrals it. Sutton to Williams. Williams layup. Swatted away by Solomon. Tezick, the other end. Caden Tezick kicks it to Navarro for the triple. He missed it. A little miscommunication between Solomon and Tezick. Tezick will commit the foul trying to get the ball back. And it will be
Eagles foul is on number 15, Caden Tezick. That is his first personal. Team 6th.
Tezick draws his first. Wake Tech 6th of the half. So everyone's just trying to figure out where the inbound is. The refs know. The players thought they were going to the line for shots. They aren't. It will be an inbound from Watson at the baseline with 107 here remaining in this one. Stay tuned after this for our women's game, the second game of our doubleheader. Wake Tech women take on the Fayetteville Tech Community College Trojans. That will be a good one. Beasley swings it over to Williams. Williams under a minute to play. Wake Tech leads by 11. Wake Tech looking for a victory at home. The three from Williams. Too strong. Rebound, Tequan Holly. Wake Tech, if I'm not mistaken, this will be their first home win of 2026. 27 seconds left. It's Andrew Navarro. Navarro, Sorrell. Sorrell for three. Too strong. Rebound, Tezick. Tezick up and in for two. 17 seconds, 16 seconds. Head coach Adam Wainwright is 10 seconds away from his 100th career conference victory as a head coach for the Eagles. Congrats to him as we have a foul with 3.5 to go.
Offensive foul is on the Panthers.
It's going to be an offensive foul against Demetrius Sutton. And that's going to be 5 against Sutton, so he will foul out. Again, the big storyline in this one was William Olden, who scored 16 points for the Panthers in the first half and then fouled out with over 10 minutes to go in the second half, and that kind of deflated the Panthers' offense to a degree when your leading scorer fouls out. And then Wake Tech took advantage of that, and that will be it. That's an Eagles victory, 97-84. Wake Tech defeats Denmark Tech, and that is 100 career conference victories for head coach Adam Wainwright. Congratulations to him on that accomplishment. And we'll do a quick wrap up of this one as we need to get into our second doubleheader. With the win, the Eagles improved to 11-8 in overall and 3-2 in NJCAA Region 10 play. And in the loss, the Panthers fall to 5-8 overall, 0-4 in NJCAA Region 10 play. Again, our final score, 97-84. Our player of the game goes to Saquon Harris, who had at least 28 points. Look at the box score later if you want to know the official number. Our final score again, Wake Tech 97, Denmark Tech 84. Wake Tech with a victory here. And it will be the women's basketball team taking on Fayetteville Tech Community College coming up in less than 25 minutes. Again, Wake Tech wins that one 97-84. We'll be right back with some more action on a different stream for the women's team. Congratulations to the Eagles and Adam Wainwright on the win, 97-84. Thank you to everyone here at Wake Tech who does what they do, and thank you for tuning in. Have a good afternoon. If you can't catch the women's game, we'll be back with the women's game in a bit.